The early 1700s were not kind to women. Society dictated their roles. They were wives, mothers, and daughters. But for Anne Bonny and Mary Read, their destinies lay beyond the conventional. Born on opposite sides of the Atlantic, their paths converged on the high seas. They became legends, forever known as two of the most notorious pirates in history. Anne Bonny, a fiery redhead, entered the world in Ireland around 1697. Her father, a lawyer, scandalously had a child out of wedlock with his maid. This societal stain likely fueled Anne's rebellious spirit from a young age. Mary Read's beginnings were shrouded in even more secrecy. Born in England around 1690, she was an illegitimate child, her existence concealed to protect family honor. Both women experienced the harsh realities of poverty and social stigma. It was a world that offered them little opportunity and even less freedom. Their early lives, marked by hardship and societal constraints, planted the seeds of defiance. These seeds would later blossom into a thirst for adventure and a refusal to be bound by the expectations of a world that sought to confine them. Their paths to piracy, though different, shared a common thread, a desire to break free. Anne, trapped in an unhappy marriage, escaped to the pirate haven of New Providence in the Bahamas. Mary, disguised as a man, navigated the traditionally male domains of military service and seafaring. Both women craved something more than the limited lives they were offered. They yearned for freedom, adventure, and the chance to determine their own destinies. The allure of the pirate life was strong in the Caribbean. Tales of daring raids, buried treasure, and unbridled freedom filled taverns and spilled from the lips of seasoned sailors. For Anne, the pirate world offered an escape from the mundane. It promised excitement and a chance to cast off the shackles of her unhappy marriage. She found herself drawn to the company of pirates, captivated by their stories and their defiance of convention. Mary, ever the pragmatist, sought a life beyond the limitations imposed on her gender. Disguised as a man, she found liberation and opportunity in the traditionally male world of seafaring. She served on merchant ships, honed her skills, and learned the ways of the sea. But fate, it seemed, had other plans for her. The transition from ordinary life to the extraordinary world of piracy was not a sudden leap, but a gradual immersion. For Anne, meeting the notorious pirate Calico Jack Rackham proved to be a turning point. Captivated by his charisma and the allure of his lifestyle, she abandoned her old life and joined his crew. Mary's path to Calico Jack was less about romantic intrigue and more about circumstance. While serving on a ship captured by Rackham's crew, she found herself drawn to their rebellious spirit and the promise of a life free from constraints. The stories of Anne Bonny and Mary Read are forever intertwined with that of the notorious pirate captain, John Calico Jack Rackham. Known for his flamboyant style and his love of fine clothing, Rackham was a charismatic leader who cultivated a reputation for daring raids and successful plunder. It was aboard Rackham's ship, that Anne and Mary would cement their legacies as two of the most feared and respected pirates of their time. Anne, already living a life of piracy in New Providence, crossed paths with Rackham in 1718. Their meeting was one of instant connection, a shared thirst for adventure and a disdain for societal norms. Anne, already pregnant with Rackham's child, left her husband and joined Calico Jack's crew. Dressed in men's clothing, she concealed her pregnancy and threw herself into the pirate life, proving herself to be a skilled and ruthless pirate in her own right. Mary's introduction to Calico Jack's crew was less a matter of choice and more a twist of fate. Sailing aboard a ship captured by Rackham, she found herself face to face with the legendary pirate captain. Recognizing kindred spirits in Rackham and his crew, Mary made the audacious decision to abandon her former life and embrace the pirate life. She continued her charade as a man, seamlessly integrating into the rough-and-tumble world of Calico Jack's crew. Section 4. Anne Bonny, the Fiery Spirit. Aboard Anne Bonny quickly established herself as a force to be reckoned with. Her fiery temper and sharp tongue were legendary, as was her skill with a cutlass and pistol. She was a fierce fighter, unafraid to stand alongside her male counterparts in the heat of battle. Her courage and ruthlessness earned her the respect and admiration of the crew, who saw her as an equal, not a liability. Anne's spirit extended beyond the battlefield. She was known for her quick wit, her love of a good time, and her unwavering loyalty to her chosen family, the crew of the. Stories of her exploits spread throughout the Caribbean, cementing her reputation as a legendary female pirate who defied expectations and lived life on her own terms. One account tells of Anne single-handedly holding a group of captive merchants at bay while the rest of the crew was below deck. Her fearlessness and unwavering gaze were enough to quell any thoughts of rebellion. Another tale speaks of her leading a raid on a small coastal village, her tactical mind and strategic planning ensuring the pirates' success. Anne Bonny was more than just a woman who lived as a pirate. She embodied the spirit of freedom and rebellion that defined the golden age of piracy. Section 5. Mary Read, the Master of Disguise. Mary Read, in contrast to Anne's fiery nature, was known for her cool head and calculated demeanor. Her years spent disguised as a man had honed her ability to blend in, to observe, and to anticipate. She was a master of deception, her true identity a closely guarded secret known only to a select few. This ability to move unseen and unheard made her an invaluable asset to Calico Jack's crew, while her skills with a sword and pistol were undeniable. Mary's true strength lay in her cunning and adaptability. She could be a shadow one moment, a fierce fighter the next, seamlessly transitioning between roles as the situation demanded. Her ability to think on her feet and exploit weaknesses made her a formidable opponent, both in battle and in the game of survival that was the pirate life. There are tales of Mary using her disguise to gather information, infiltrating enemy ships and taverns to glean intel on potential targets or to sow discord among rival crews. Her ability to disappear into a crowd, to become just another face in a sea of faces, made her the perfect spy. On more than one occasion, her quick thinking and tactical mind saved Calico Jack and his crew from capture or defeat. Section 6. Triumphs and Trials. Life aboard the. Life aboard there was a whirlwind of adventure, danger, and camaraderie. Anne and Mary, bound by their shared experiences and their defiance of societal norms, formed a unique bond. They fought side by side, their skills complementing each other. Anne, the fearless warrior, and Mary, the cunning strategist, became a formidable duo, their names whispered with a mixture of fear and admiration throughout the Caribbean. Their days were filled with the thrill of the chase, the adrenaline rush of battle, and the satisfaction of a successful raid. They faced down storms, outmaneuvered warships, and plundered merchant vessels with equal skill and daring. They celebrated their victories with raucous singing, flowing rum, and the shared stories of their exploits. Life as a pirate, however, was not without its hardships. They endured scorching sun, torrential rain, and the ever-present threat of disease. They witnessed the deaths of their comrades, the sting of betrayal, and the constant pressure of living outside the law. Yet, through it all, Anne and Mary faced each challenge with unwavering courage and an unyielding thirst for freedom. They were pirates, yes, but they were also survivors, their spirits unbroken by the harsh realities of their chosen life. In Section 7, Love, Loyalty, and Betrayal on the High Seas. The relationship between Anne Bonny and Mary Read has been the subject of much speculation and romanticization. Some accounts hint at a deep friendship, a bond forged in the fires of shared experience and mutual respect. Others suggest a romantic connection, a love story born out of their defiance of convention and their shared thirst for freedom. Amidst the danger and uncertainty of their lives, the bond between Anne and Mary provided a sense of stability and loyalty. They had each other's backs, whether facing down a rival pirate crew or navigating the treacherous waters of love and betrayal within their own ranks. One of the most intriguing aspects of their story involves a love triangle with a captured sailor named John Rackham, no relation to Calico Jack. Both Anne and Mary, disguised as men, reportedly fell for the young sailor, their affections leading to a series of events that further blurred the lines between their public personas and their private lives. This tale, whether rooted in fact or embellished over time, highlights the complexities of their relationships and the challenges of maintaining their charade in the close confines of shipboard life.